Hi, Sammy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Uh,
You're muted. I can see you're muted. I can.
okay, let me see. Is it better,
Is
Sammy?
it? Now I can hear you well. How are
Oh,
you?
great, great.
Great, great.
Oh, we have a
Okay.
delay,
We have a
right?
delay. Is there a delay?
The way I heard is a little bit delayed, but I can still hear very clearly, so that's okay. I just talk slowly. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, perfect.
mm,
Ellen, before we start, I
mm.
want to take your permission. Is it okay if I record this call?
Oh,
It's
sure.
just going to be for me and Sadie, just so that we
Mm,
can,
mm. Is there
plug
anything you
together.
want? Sure. Yes. Is there anything you would like me to adjust?
No, no, no. This is
Okay.
okay. It's just for me and Sadie. We want
Okay.
to like see what we can improve when we are taking like notes. Okay.
Okay.
So again, do I have your permission to record you just for
Yes.
internal purposes? I'm
Yes.
not going to share this with you with anyone anywhere else.
Yes.
Just me and Sadie. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank
Thank you
you.
for asking. But Sammy, I
Okay,
want to
Ellen.
say something first to you, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Since I joined BRM, you are the person keep helping me, like replying me so fast. I know we have time differences, but I really appreciate you.
No problem. My pleasure.
Uh,
Like I try to, even though I'm not as responsive as our support team, but I try to.
You are,
Thank you,
you
Ellen.
are, you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, Ellen, I have a few questions that I want to ask you, but if during that, if you have anything else that you want to share with me about BRB, that's completely fine
Mm,
too.
mm.
So, I was just looking at the data before we start in this call, and it looks like you taught BRB workshops to about 29 to 30 people. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 20
Because that's the
couples.
number.
Yeah. 8 to
Okay.
8 to 12 couples. So it's about 40. 8 to 12.
Okay.
Oh, 24. Oh, sorry, 16 to 24.
Okay. So, is that okay? Okay. So that's a good start. Like, a lot of our teachers have taught only one or two people and they're
Oh, I
nervous.
see.
So this is like, a great start.
I see.
So, Ellen, can you describe your practice? Like, are you a doula? Are you a CBE? What do you do?
Okay.
And those things?
Okay. I started as childbirth. Sorry, I started as a birth doula, and then postpartum doula, and then I know that wasn't enough, so I became ICEA certified childbirth educator.
Mhm. Okay,
Mm.
perfect. So these classes that you teach, are they included as a part of your ICEA CBE curriculum, or are you teaching them independently as a separate offering?
Independently. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think like people are willing to take both your ICEA classes, like the regular CBE and BRB, or are these like different people, like different groups of people?
Wow, Sammy, that's a hard question to answer. Because I studied as a birth doula, so I learned there are a lot of I shouldn't use problems this word. There are a lot of issues and gaps between the medical team and my clients. So
Yeah.
the content I teach is not the traditional content. It's a
Mm-hmm.
content when I go to birth, support my clients, what they need to know before they walk into the labor room. So I teach cervical check, what are the content of a cervical check, because they will have a cervical check, and then intervention, and then why we need to use our body, which we call physiology burst, to help you before intervention or with the intervention. So my
Mm-hmm.
content is not following DONA or ICEA. Does that make sense?
Okay.
My concept
Yeah, yeah.
is a lot of hands-on information, and my course content is 4 hours, and
Uh-huh.
I always over 4 hours time. So become 4.5 or 5. And then
Yeah, of
before they
course.
come to the class, they have a pre-homework to do. They have to watch
Mhm.
and study. And they come to the class, they have to teach and participate and interact. It's very busy class. And then after the class, I will also send them a follow-up email or videos for the whole group or specific couples.
Mhm.
So it's hard to answer with a short answer.
Yeah.
It's a lot of my birth experience, and then I put in the education.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, of course. No, that makes complete sense. Like, that's what makes a good birth worker. Like, you take your experience from what you're
Mm.
seeing in real time in your
Yes,
hospitals, in your community, and then you teach about that and not like just blindly follow a curriculum and teach
correct,
irrelevant things which are not even practiced. That
correct.
makes complete sense. So when you're teaching your CBE that you have like customized according to the community that you serve, so you're teaching the CBE separately and you're teaching the BRB classes separately. Is that what you're saying, right? Or is it like you're combining them to create one course?
I will say I'm combining them with a one course proto and my online proto and my in person. It's a
Okay.
package together.
Okay. That's perfect.
Mm.
And do you teach these classes like independently or only to your doula clients? Like, do your students come who don't take like doula services, just the classes, or it's just for your own clients?
Sammy, you always ask a critical, important questions. I, my clients, they have to take my in person. They have to take it all.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's the
Okay.
reason I studied as a educator and I teach them. And then I have clients. No, I have other people that I already booked. I can take more. I take four clients to five each 4 weeks
Mm-hmm.
period. So for people who cannot be my client, they can come to my class. So I have both. I have my clients in the class and students, expected parents, they
Uh-huh.
are not my client.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
So usually, do you do group classes or do you do one-on-one mostly?
Group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many attendees do you usually have in a group? How many
Eight,
couples?
8 to 12 couples. Eight is my ideal. I would like to have eight, but usually 10. And sometimes if they say, please add me to your wait list, then 12. But I don't take more than 12 because compromise your quality.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it looks like my next question was, are you satisfied with this number? But it looks like you're more than satisfied. You're full.
Yes.
So
Yes.
my next question is, where are you hosting your classes? Is it in a hospital, privately? How are you doing it?
It's a private, I have to rent my place. So I think it's private, not with the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do it privately. Like, do you rent a space or do you
Yeah.
have your own space?
Yeah. I
Like,
rent it.
okay.
Mm.
Looks like you're doing everything right. Now, I should get you to talk to the other BRB teachers who are very nervous and they're like, I don't know. They're
Oh,
teaching like person or
but Sammy, remember what I forgot her name. Our not Lindsay.
Sadie.
Sadie. Remember what Sadie said from 0 to 1? You had to start. Yeah,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yeah, of course. No, that's a great thing. Like, that's what we are doing these one-on-ones for. Mostly, I'm just here to like push people to, and I wanted to also take information from the successful ones like you, so that I can take information and I can share it with
I
the
see.
teachers, because all the teachers are like, what is the other teachers doing that's making them so successful? I'm like, I don't know. I will ask, and then I'll get back to you.
But Sammy,
So I think number one is confidence.
yeah,
Just
English
confidence.
is not my first language.
Uh-huh.
I teach both English and Mandarin, but I will have to say, I do a lot of practice. I take PowerPoint training, I take speak training, I take voice training, and I watch other instructor teach, and I talk to doctors and I talk to nurses. What you want these parents to be ready before they walk into the room. I do a lot of work. And then for recording, you probably don't want to see my BRB recording. You will laugh. It's not like when I teach. Okay. So I do a lot of recording myself, and I do a lot of um, how to say recap myself. I record my one-on-one class, one-on-two class, one-on-six class, and I keep watching and keep practicing. It's a lot of work. It's not one 0 to 1. It's today I am. It's not like that.
That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy good that you're doing so much. Like I am in awe of how much you're putting, how much work you're putting. But that's what brings in the money, right? Like, money
Yes.
doesn't, business doesn't come
Yes.
just because you took a training. You need to do so many things, especially when you're an entrepreneur and you have like you
Yes.
run your own business. You have to be also a good business person, not just like a good birth worker. That's amazing.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna like maybe have to uh ask you to do a like build business building session with all
No,
the other BRB teachers.
no. I'm very
Special
shy.
speaker guest, do everything right. What are all the things you can do to be a successful teacher? That's great. Thank you for sharing that
Yeah.
with me. So can you share where your clients usually come from? Like, do you market on social media? Is it word like mouth, like word of mouth, or is it the hospitals that, or is it the doctors that recommend you? Where do you usually get your clients from?
99% is from referral. So if I meet you, I know this is the time, probably the only time in my life I will be teaching you or at your birth. So I'm very, very attentive, and I do a lot of
Mm-hmm.
work. So it's not how much content you are giving them, it's how you
Yeah.
influence them, and then they will market for me. So usually I teach once a month. As soon as I post, it will be booked. If I teach 5 times a month, I know it will be booked too.
Right.
Because all
Okay.
these moms, they will go to their community, and then as soon as they share my link, it's out. It's booked out. So it's all word by mouth, and I have had a lot of providers and nurses. They will refer me clients
Mm-hmm.
and classes. So it's not hard. It just I don't have time to teach.
Wow. Such a good problem to have.
I know. From this month, I usually teach once a month. I already teach 3 times this month, because this month I'm not taking clients. So when I'm not on call, so I can schedule and book and pay for rental. So I teach 3 sections this month, and each section is 12, 12, 12.
Wow.
So June I'm
So
busy.
okay, that's cool. So when you say you're teaching like thrice a month, and you're teaching also like BRB, can you like do you purchase a student pack for every student that you're teaching, or how does it work usually,
You
or
asked
only
the
to the
third critical question. I thought if you're not going to ask, I'm going to tell you. um, um, After I got certified and I have access for the exercise in that mid and pelvics, I give my participants, including my client and students, the option. They can just take the class, or they can add on and purchase the the practice at home. Then
okay.
usually they will ask me, why if I take your class, I already know a lot. When do I need to take Lindsay's practice? I would say if you don't have an exercise routine exercise during pregnancy, you definitely need it. And if you already attend prenatal yoga or Pilates, or you have routine exercise and you are confident, your pelvis is very flexible, then you don't have to take it. But most of them would consider. So I have about half of participants, half of couples, they will take my BRB. That's why I asked you if you have a bundle. I don't need to buy 5, 5, 10, 10.
Yeah, you can totally buy a bundle.
Huh?
Like, even though we don't have like one, but I can, Name can totally create a checkout for you. Like, how many do you want to purchase? You can tell him, like, hey, I want to purchase 50 at a time, and he'll create a checkout for you. That's not a problem at all.
I thought that's only for BRM pregnancy and birth,
No, I
not
mean, if
for
you want to,
BRB.
like, if you want to purchase a lot of bundles for the student packs, you can do that too. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay. I usually do 5 and 10 and 5 and 10.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good
So
to
you don't
know.
have
Good to know.
you
Thank
don't have to
you.
purchase a lot of them, like one individually.
Okay.
He
Okay.
can create one for you.
Okay.
Okay. So next thing I want to know is what happens between your registration and your workshop. Let's say people register for your workshop today, but it's 1 month later. Do you have any communication? Do you talk to them, or how does it work? Like, do you send them an email? Like, what happens after, or
Oh.
they just come show up?
Oh, I will send them a reminder and thing to bring. They will have to bring a, yeah, they will have to bring like a yoga mat or yoga block. Yeah. I only not really allow, I suggest them to register my class 34 weeks and after. So if they register
Okay.
too early at week 38, I will email them, this is too early class for you. I can schedule you to later or I can refund you. So when they schedule my registration, I will ask them name, DOB, restrictions,
Mhm.
if they are free to move, and payment, proof of payment. So
Okay, perfect.
I would prepare and pre-select and then regroup them. And I do pre-homework. I will group them with the same hospital or close due date, and then group them in the same group so they can make friends.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's great. So, and what happens after a workshop? Like, do you kind of send them an email, follow up? What do you do
Yes.
after they've taken a workshop?
Yeah. During the class, for example, if Semi, you have a pelvic tilt, okay, then I will tell you contact me after class. Other than that, I will send a group email for general information. And for the couples or persons, I specifically says contact me after class. Then I will give you additional information, almost like a customized for certain people who needs more. So if
Okay.
you come 34 weeks, you already have pelvic tilt, then I will tell you this class is not enough for you. You need to do this if you would like to. Yeah.
Okay. So, that would mean, like, if you see something during class that would need more personal attention,
Correct.
you actually usually ask them to uh, reach out to you after a class. And do you
Correct.
charge extra for it, or is it just like a part of your, like, package that you offer?
Good question. So far, I have not charged for additional because I don't want people
Mhm.
think you are just here for selling. That's not my purpose. I'm here to see if I see you already have pelvic tilt, then I would like to offer you more, and then you get to make a decision if you want to purchase or you want to have more section. I don't really charge for additional support.
Okay.
Short consultation is okay. But if your consultation more than 15 minutes, then I would say I charge every 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question would be, what are some personal touches that you're adding to the workshop? If your workshops are going full, I'm sure there is something you're doing which other people are not doing. So what is the things you're doing?
Personal
What are the things you're
touch.
doing in the class or in the workshop that BRM did not teach you, but you thought it's like, oh, I should add this to the BRB class to make it more interesting or accessible or easier to understand, more engaging, more fun, whatever. Like, what was not a part of your birth plan for your lesson plan, but you still added it just to make it more easier to understand. And
That's really hard to answer. I do a lot of personal touch, including
mm-hmm.
that. And I do a lot of story sharing, or I do a lot of soft, warm stuff in between my contents here and there. It's all about bonding. So, for example, I will group dads, not moms, to practice correct counter pressure, double hip squeeze, or shake apple tree. So I group parents and I watch them how they do it, and I put jokes in between. So I don't know. I feel that's so hard to describe. I can send you a link of my class so it might be easier to
Oh,
see.
if you have one, that would be great. I would love to watch. Like, I cannot come all the way to
Yeah.
Washington.
I usually in the beginning of a class, the icebreaker is share what you have learned. You need new interest or new habit, and sometimes I would say if in my class during the 4 hour section or extended it to 5, if you don't laugh one time, I will fully refund you. And if you laugh more and you have more fun, and remember to scan my QR code and give me the tip. So
Perfect.
I do a lot of these things in between my class. And I don't take
Okay.
break. I don't have 15 or 30 minutes break. 4 hours solid. Just teach.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's
I
only yesterday in
torture.
our drop-in, people were saying that, if you don't give a break, people will get bored. But it looks like your class is so interesting that they don't even need a break. That's
They don't
cool.
know they don't have a break. I torture them.
That's cool.
But
So
because
cool.
the
So
class you
great.
have a lot of activities. They stand up, they go bathroom, they drink, they eat. It's freely to drink and eat and move, but I don't think you need official break. And I did a schedule for breaks when I was new. They end up asking me questions during the break. So I don't have break and they are not breaking, then why not just don't schedule a break? And it works out very well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Ellen, please share the class with me. I would love
Yes.
to watch it.
Yes. I have permission.
And
They all agree to share.
that's cool. And like, you can totally say no, but is it okay if I share it with like if you share it with other BRB teachers, is it okay for me to do that or no? If you
Yes.
say no, that's fine too.
Yes. Yes. You can share.
Okay, perfect. Of course, I'll take your permission again if I like, I'll take it with the team. I cannot just share it. I'll need to
Yes.
ask the team to
Yes.
like come up with a plan to share it. But if we do, like agree to share it, which I think would be a great asset, then I will take your permission again, like, via email or just to make sure.
Oh, one thing I can really share is new instructors, or you want to try to teach group, you can go shadow other instructors.
Well, not
I
everyone
shadow a lot of instructors.
not everyone is as generous as you, Ellen. A lot of times I'm watching. I think you've even seen that in other birth workers. Like sometimes they're too like, I don't want to share my information. That is the reason why
Huh?
we are asking people to like, they don't want other professionals to come and shadow them and steal their jokes or their inside information. Or I
Why
don't think that is
not?
possible. I don't
Okay.
think it's like, no one can no one can share your jokes and like, take them and share them as is and assume it's going to be, it's going to follow the same. Everyone has a different
I
personalities, and
see. I
you
see.
know
I see.
everyone has different things. But I don't know, like I'm seeing some people are having difficulty with that. They don't want
I
to
see.
share. Like
I
we have
see.
been asking as the BRM company, we have been asking like, if you have any videos of doing a class, please share it with us so that we can make like an advertisement
I
or
see.
something. Because people want marketing material, they want videos that they can share on Instagram. But where are we going to get these videos? Oh, we
I
don't teach
see.
class, right?
I see.
We want you all to share those videos so that we can create reels and those things and give it to teachers so that they can share. Like, we cannot go and film in other teachers' classes.
I see.
But so if you have permission to share any like short clips from your class, from your students and those things, I will be very grateful to have those, just to use on social media so that other teachers can promote their classes. We just like trying to, support them as much as, because there's like when you're nervous to start, there's something like one thing they're kind of creating a block on. Like
Yes.
I'm nervous. I'm thinking, oh, I'm not doing it because I don't have social media support. I'm not doing this because I don't know how to advertise. I'm not doing this because I don't know how to show my customers what will be there in the class. Things like that. It's just mental blocks, to be honest, more than anything. So
For my own clients, I offer them discount if they agree to let me have short clips during the birth or during the education section. But none
of
of them
course,
take my discount. They just openly and fully say, if this is for educational purposes, you are free to use.
that's cool. Like
Yeah.
I think you're like amazing, and that is why people are not thinking about money and just want to do it because of how amazing you are and
Yeah.
the difference that you made in their like birthing
Yeah.
experience. Usually, after a birth, if it went well, people are like very, uh, grateful to their doulas and their
Yes. Yes.
supporters.
Yes.
Okay, so that's very interesting. Like, I think you are one of the few ones who are like so willing to share so much information with me with an open mind. So thank you for that, Ellen.
Mm.
Do you have anything that you want from us, as a company? Like, do you want any support or anything additional that will make you more successful? Now, I'm not sure whether you want to be more successful or not, but
Uh,
this is a question that I have in the list I'm asking.
so far it has been really, really good, and I've been sharing the BRM with a lot of people, and I'm planning to retake this year or next year
Mm-hmm.
because if you a lot of things you learn, if you don't practice, you forget, or you learn the first
Yeah,
time and you retake it, you learn, oh, I didn't get it the first time. So that's the thing
yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
to redo. But not because I
yeah. Of
don't
course.
think the program's not good. It's me. I need to relearn.
No, I think that's the same with any in education. Like, if it's something new to you, you will only first look at the important things, and as you are more
Yes.
familiar with the bigger things, and then you
Yes.
start to look at the
Yes.
smaller things, okay,
Yes.
the
Yes.
micro things. First, you look at the macro, the bigger picture,
Yes.
and then the more in detail you go, the more like, oh, this makes sense. Oh, this muscle.
Yes.
Oh, this and that. So that makes complete sense. And that's the
Yes.
reason why a lot of BRM pros take the training again,
Yes.
because they feel like the first time it's like a lot of times people sign up thinking it's like another doula training where you do like a very fast 5-day training, and they're like, this is like a college course. This is so much information. And
Yes.
then they
Yeah.
need to take it again because
Yes.
it was too
Yes.
much for the first time.
Yes.
So that
When,
makes sense.
like Lindsay said, when and then to do what with the confident is really, really important, because when you know
Yeah.
what to do and with confident, you know how to explain to the whole team, then people will
Yeah.
just like look like you, oh, you do know something. So when next
Right.
time they see you, they are eager to see what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do what. They are watching you. So for
Right.
the BIM I've been doing, I do a lot of things. I combine a lot of skills together. When you learn something and you relearn it, you don't just do one skill. You do two or three. And then when I tell them
Yeah.
this is what I do, I even have mom's push with a lithotomy in the bed. She couldn't move. I have her push her hand against to the top of the board. She pushed our
Uh-huh.
baby with one push. Before we couldn't see
Wow.
anything, but remember, Lindsay says we can do this pushing to
Right.
open your
Yeah.
outlet. But when you are laying down, I told her, oh, at one time I have a patient, another patient just push like this, not holding a leg and holding a husband. The provider will say, I don't know what you're doing, but I will let you try one push. I said, okay, I just need one push. And then baby moved. Then provider says, okay, dad, put your hand back. So you don't have,
Whatever it was, it's working. So
yes,
that's amazing. When you know the why for it, it makes
yes,
sense. It doesn't have to be that specific position. It could be
correct,
any position, but just,
correct,
with that why, the science. So
correct.
that's
But
amazing.
you need to
That's
learn the
amazing.
whole base, the core, in order you can more creative. But your creativity is still based on the base. That's why I told my
Right.
doula friends, you need to take the whole class. It's hard for me to tell you why I'm doing this. And then I also say, if I can tell you why I'm basically stealing things from Lindsay, that's not fair. So it's better you go take the class. And then if you have
I mean, you,
question
you
later,
can
ask
share the
me.
why. I think you can share the why. That's okay, but you cannot share the why for a you cannot share the entire content of a 5 month training. Like, you cannot
No,
share all the information, right? It's not possible. So maybe you can give
I
them like 3 teaser trailers and say,
correct.
hey, this is why you need to take the full thing.
Correct, correct. I can tell you this is the result what I did, but you need to learn why, and then you can create your own for your own style. You don't want to copy me. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
copy someone else. The same thing. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. That's
Okay.
thank you so much for your time,
Me
Ellen. That
too.
it was great talking to you. whether you agree or not, I'm going to put you on a panel and I'm going to make you talk to other BRB teachers
So
because
funny.
you're amazing. Just before we log off, I just want to remind you
Yes.
that I'm not sure like how you're doing it internally, but for legal purposes, when you're teaching a BRB class, it's you need to when you're teaching the BRB class using the BRB material and the slides,
Yes.
you need to purchase the student pack for your students. Okay.
Yes.
So that's not something you can give them an option for, like you want to purchase or not. You need to purchase it because we need to, like, that's something you need to do. So if you think it's not, like, I don't think for that reason you should make it what do you call it, optional, but you can add it because it's just $25 for a packet. You can just add it to the cost of your class instead of making it look like they need to purchase one extra thing. Okay.
But Sammy, let me verify it. In my content, I only use Lindsay's standing source release, and I cite it.
Okay.
And I also
Okay.
teach the movement. I forgot the English name. You sit and you walk with your hips.
Scoot.
As,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, glute scoop. These are the two I teach. These are the two
In
movements,
that case, no. In that case, you don't need to purchase the student
and
pack. Okay.
I have my clients doing the standing thrust release. I have my girl doing the growth scoop, but I cited resources from BRM. That's
Okay, no,
why.
in that case, the reason why
Okay.
the people who need to purchase the student pack are the ones who are using their BRB slide deck and all
No,
the content to teach.
no,
And then you need to, okay,
no.
if you're not teaching like a standalone BRB class, if you're incorporating some of the information into your own class, that's different. That's
Then I need
completely
12
different.
hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Thank you for
Okay.
verifying that part with me,
Yeah.
because I checked with Sadie before, but I didn't want to make
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
mistake.
No, that's completely fine. As long as you're not like, let's say you're offering like a 2, 3, 4 hour workshop called Body Ready Birth, then you'll have to purchase the student.
Wonderful, wonderful. But I still would like them to purchase, because
Yeah.
once they learn and they practice, they get the benefit
Yeah.
of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you
And,
don't want to
and,
you don't want to keep
if you're a pro,
telling your
you know that.
kids and your participant, please take my apple. This is a wonderful apple. They just don't want it. Some people, they need to feel it, they need it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And when you talk about, like, you can also talk about the why they need
Yes.
to do these exercises,
Yes.
about the muscle memory and those things. Like, you cannot just learn one thing. Like, you cannot learn to swim one day and say, I'll like catch you on the swimming competition day, or I'll catch you in the Olympics or something like that.
Yes.
You'll need to
Yes.
practice every day. Even if you know the technique, like, technically every swimmer knows how to swim, but they cannot go into they cannot go to a competition until they practice.
That's a good
Same thing.
example. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to practice to be able to perform or make your muscles and your body do the thing,
True.
right? Anyway, thank you so much for your time, Ellen. It was amazing talking to you. Please share your class link with me, and I'll I'll watch it,
Yes.
and I'll also
Yes.
share with Lindsay and see if you want to share it with other teachers, and then we can I'll take
Okay.
your permission again if you
Sure.
want to share it with other teachers.
Sure. And then
Okay.
Sammy, if I have Chinese content, and once you open for example, my registration list, and once you open, you do know how to use the translation app or features, and you can see in English, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So I will
Okay.
share some information with you, and then I will clearly list out these are the things you can share, so you don't need to worry about it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ellen.
Yeah.
It
Nice
was lovely
meeting you.
chatting with you. I'll
Me
see you
too.
around.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.